In the name of God, who is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Please be seated. Today is a very special day for Finley. See you, Finley. Good. Well, you know your name, that's good. I'll help you later. Very special day as he enters into the family of the church through baptism. I wonder which of the three main symbols he will remember the most. Will it be that he decides to shriek out as warm water is poured over his head? We'll see, particularly the vicar actually gets some in his eyes. Will it be the delight as he gets to see a lighted candle? And we know young boys do like lighted candles and not the best kind of ways. Or maybe it will be the oil marked on his forehead. Who knows? But he will certainly experience the day in his own unique way. And we all, as witnesses to this occasion, will remember what has happened. And for prosperity, his name, as well as parents and godparents, will be recorded in the parish registers, a few years behind that of his big sister, Tilly. I wonder what we can all remember of our own baptisms. Or perhaps, if you were baptised as a baby, what you've been told about them. I wonder if you have anything to remember them by. Perhaps a candle, maybe a certificate, maybe your mum was go home and have a look. Today, as we journey through the Easter season, we are looking at the marks of mission of the Church of Christ to help us in our reflections of what it means to be an Easter people, but also how our new Parish Centre might help us to be more fully the people of God. Today, coincidentally enough, we're looking at the second mark of mission to teach, baptise and nurture new believers. And thanks to Finley, we will all get to see the start of this process firsthand. And you might be surprised to know that our lecture reading set for today from Acts of the Apostles is bang on topic as well. In it, we hear Peter teaching the church in Jerusalem about how the gift of the Holy Spirit has been given even to the Gentiles. And if you're curious to know the full story, then you can find that in chapter 10. If you will then, this sermon is about teaching in the New Testament, about teaching, baptising and nurturing new believers. And we might call these new believers disciples, which literally means the one who learns. This year at St. John's, we're going to be doing a lot of teaching and baptising new believers. So far, there are 20 people booked in for baptism, with more waiting. Yet, as I always say in the baptism preparation course, baptism is not the end of the journey. It's merely the beginning. In a moment, we're going to go to head to the back of church to baptise Finley. And we're going to go to the font. In most churches, you'll find the font is located near the entrance of the church, as a reminder that baptism is entry into the church. But there are many journeys and stages onwards from there. This year we've seen, and we'll be planning to celebrate, many different people taking new steps in their faith. You may remember back in February we welcomed 3 young people to Holy Communion. In June we're going to be celebrating 3 adults getting confirmed. And in July, Anthony Davis, who some of you will know, is going to be ordained a deacon at St. Albans Cathedral. At each stage there will be plenty of teaching and nurturing. Yet these steps on the way are some of the more formal parts of the journey. We are always on a journey, because life is a journey. And this journey doesn't end at confirmation or ordination. Each of us needs regular times of teaching and nurture if our faith is to be alive, and that's not just on a Sunday morning. I believe that our new Parish Centre has the potential to really enable our teaching and nurturing of those new to faith and not so new to faith. We will have the ability to organise study days in a comfortable environment, hold movie nights on an engaging topic, even try out some new forms of church which might be attractive to different people in different ways. It will give us new ways to live out our faith and nurture others in living it out too. The Holy Spirit is at work in Southdown already. The Spirit goes where it pleases. And in the Acts of the Apostles, the context of Peter's teaching is that he was brought before the church in Jerusalem because he even dared to sit down and eat with the Gentiles, something it wasn't safe for him to do because it made him unclean to worship God. That the Gentiles might be called to be part of the church was not even on the agenda, yet for all of us here, it's something we are incredibly thankful for. God has other plans. And it was not that God approved of what happened, but that God initiated this whole movement within the Gentiles in the first place. So it is, I believe, with Project Phoenix. Project Phoenix was not some committee-generated idea, nor even the megalomania of the vicar. Although I would quite like to have somewhere I can have coffee next door. But the origin of this is from God. And it's our job to let God work through us. Something we are unable to do when we receive the gift of the Spirit at baptism. Today, we celebrate Finley being baptised and God at work in him. In Acts, the passage ends with the church celebrating all that God has done. And so might we celebrate that God's will is being done today, but not just today, for the future generations in this place, and that his mission might flourish here, just as it will flourish in Finland. Amen.